everyone, today is Tuesday and I'm actually vlogging on my main camera today because I already had it set up because I just finished filming my last 2 voiceovers in this house. So yes, we know when we are closing, we are like 95% sure when we're closing. It should be this Friday. We're very, very excited. So I'm really trying to bust out some last minute videos so I can get things scheduled and ready to post because during the move and the first little bit in the new house, we are not going to be sure of our internet situation as well as just our time management and all that. We're just going to be really busy trying to get our new house set up. And then on top of that, we're moving to an area that has some pretty terrible internet service. So we're doing our best to make sure that I have everything as planned out in advance for my YouTube channel as well as for my Facebook page where I post weekly tutorials. So yeah, I am just working on that. I'm also doing lots and lots of packing because our plan is to sign on Friday and go ahead and take a load of stuff to the new house right away. We're borrowing a trailer from a friend and we're going to try to take as much out of our garage as we can in that trip. And then we can move the boxes that are currently everywhere in our house to the garage so that we can Friday night finish boxing the items left in our house when we have more space to do that. And then Saturday, we're supposed to have several people come over and help us move. We're going to try to rent a U-Haul for that day because the weather is supposed to be atrocious. So it's going to be like 31 degrees and awful. And that's why we are trying to do a U-Haul that day so that we're not having to worry about wind and possible rain and all sorts of stuff along with you know, all our belongings on an open trailer. But yeah, so what you can't see right now is that everything else around me is a mess. So actually, let me take the camera off the tripod. See what I can show. So there's my computer. There's a donate bag. There's a donate bag and a packing box right there. Those suitcases are things that I've packed. There's just lots of stuff. That's a tub that the lid is lost in our garage somewhere. Things I still need to pack. My lights. I've already got all of this area packed. Most of the stuff back here is in like crates and things, so I don't really have to worry about that. There's my best friends right there. Tape and marker. So yeah. So we have just been busy doing as much packing as we can, and it's definitely hard because we have to keep our house safe for a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old as well as get things done, and of course they want attention and everything. So it's been trying to balance all of that, and yeah, it's just a big work in progress, but we're very excited and anxious to go ahead and start fresh in a new house. And I don't really know how like my sewing room setup and everything will be in the new house because currently I'm sitting on our spare bed, and that is what I sit on to film all of my voiceovers and everything. That's where the background is set up for. But in the new house, the sewing room, I believe, is a little smaller than what I'm currently in, or at least it appears to be smaller. I didn't do actual measurements of it. But yeah, and so I don't think we're going to have room to put the spare bed up, or we're not planning on putting the spare bed up. And so I'm not sure where my like filming type setup will be, because I like this where it's a decorated background, but it's like a clean background, whereas before when I used to sit with my sewing table behind me, it was just whatever my sewing table happened to look like that day is whatever my background looked like, which was most often cluttered. And I don't want that. I don't want cluttered background. Like, I know I'm a cluttered person, but I want behind me to look purposeful or presentable, you know, that type of thing. So I have to figure all that out. So for the first bit, there will probably be, you know, I'll probably be testing things out and kind of moving things and changing things and all that. But hopefully it won't take too long to get a setup how I like it. And yeah, it's going to be fun. It is. Hey everyone, it is Thursday. I just got out of the shower, but I wanted to do one more update for the week on all of the house stuff because unfortunately we're not closing tomorrow. So we're switching insurance companies in the middle of all of this. So we're trying to go with a new insurance company that is cheaper, and they dropped the ball major. And it's really a bummer because this company was highly recommended to us by a friend. But I think we just kind of fell through the cracks and they just messed up. And they are the reason why we can't close tomorrow, because they didn't get information to the bank in time for them to get everything through the underwriters. And they were like, oh, it's fine, we have till the 28th. And we're like, no, the 28th is the last possible day we can close. That's when our contract ends with everything. So they just really messed stuff up. So thankfully another company stepped in and said, you know what, we can have it done by lunch tomorrow. So we're going with them for now. And sure enough, they held up their end of the bargain. They had all the papers to the bank by lunch the next day, which was today. And so that's who we're going to use, at least for now. And then we'll reevaluate later after we sign to see if we want to stay with them or if we want to switch or what we want to do. But we'll now be able to sign. But it looks like the earliest is going to be Tuesday. So next Tuesday or Wednesday is when we will should finally get signed on our house. It's been a long process, but we've actually been house hunting for about 4 years. So even though this part has been semi-frustrating and all of that, you know, it's still good to be getting somewhere. So since we're signing in the middle of the week, it kind of throws a wrench into all of our moving plans and all of that. So we're kind of playing everything by ear. We don't know now if we're going to do the U-Haul or not, or if we're just going to borrow the trailer from a friend and then just make several trips back and forth at our own pace. We don't know. So anyway, I wanted to do an update to let you all know that we're still waiting. But next week should be the week, and we're excited, we're anxious, and it's a 3-day weekend, and I don't know what we're going to do because the weather is supposed to be bad, and our house is full of boxes. So that should be interesting. But anyway, that is it for this week in the life here on Whitney's Tiny Life. Come back next week because hopefully it will be a moving vlog, and then I'll also be posting a hopefully be posting an empty house tour on my main channel, and also some different organization videos and things like that after we get moved. So I think it's gonna be a lot of fun once we actually get signed and start rolling with all of this. So anyway, that is it for this week. I will see you all again next time.